Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and this is Lido Loca Live.
You know what that means?
What?
We're home!
Guess who's back? Back again.
That's right.
Loca's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back?
It's Tuesday Night Live.
Tuesday Night Live. Jenny, we were not here last Tuesday night. Where were we last Tuesday night?
I don't know. Were we at the white party?
We could have been at the white party. So it was our first.
It wasn't 80s.
It was our first port day. So this is the day that we were in Roatan.
Oh, Roatan.
Roatan.
So dramatic.
Let's talk. You want to talk a little bit about... We're here to talk... Look, welcome everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. We're so glad to have everybody here with us tonight. Of course, we just came back from our second annual Lido Loca group cruise. This time
for Halloween.
For Halloween, the second annual Halloween Lido Loca group cruise for the first time ever on the Carnival Vista. So we want to talk about the Carnival Vista. We want to talk about the group cruise, but let's talk about Roatan.
Do we have to?
Let's talk about Roatan. That was some of our more adventurous. That was our first port stop. We ported there in Roatan, and then we. I tell you what. Let's give props where props are due. That was one of the easiest getting off the cruise ships we've ever had.
Yes.
Right?
In Roatan it was, definitely.
So the last time that we went on a group cruise in April, we had the excursion to Monkey Jungle, and we did not do a good job at getting off the cruise ship. It was the perfect storm. We didn't really leave early enough, and then we got harangued into a crowd, and we were late. So this time we were determined to be there early, and we got off the cruise ship, and we were at the meeting spot for our excursion like 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. And then we took a bus and we went to the, I can't remember the name of the place. I think it's like DJ's or something like that.
Yeah, Daniel
Johnson's.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Sloths, monkeys, macaws, and like big parrots.
That was a lot of fun, right?
What did you love at Daniel Johnson's?
I love the spider monkeys. Is that what we were in?
You like the spider monkeys?
I do. I just love them.
It was very similar. The monkeys, well, they weren't the spider monkey. They were smaller. They were like capuchin or something like that.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the sloths, though,
the monkeys,
they just hug your neck. They're soft. They're sweet.
Look, I've got mixed feelings about the sloth. Can I just be honest about it?
What mixed feelings do you have?
Well, okay, look, I think it's a great experience.
He's such a man.
I would recommend doing it. But basically, you cradle the sloth. It doesn't do anything. Like, its arms are already in the, like, monkey in a barrel hanging thing.
Yeah, but they go around your neck.
They take them off like a coat hanger, and they put, like, from one... I feel so bad. It is awesome when the sloth moves their little head, and they look at you.
In your shoulder.
The sloth did nuzzle in my beard. It was like a little
baby. I'll tell you, that's one thing I didn't like, right? So you have to stand there kind of like a tree. They told you not to move.
Right.
And...
You can't pet them.
Yes. But it's that mother in me, I think. You just want to do the mother rock. Do you guys know what that is? Like the mother rock, just go back and forth. And they tell you not to do that. Because I started, and the guy's like, I told you not to do that. And I'm like, okay. But... let's talk about what happened when I was in the cage.
Yeah, so they split our group. We had a group of, 16 that went with us to Daniel Johnson. And the little capuchin monkeys, there were some inside the cage and some outside the cage. Mm-hmm. Well, when I was inside the cage, everything was all hunky-dory. I got to hang out with the monkeys. But when we went outside the cage and you went in the cage, the monkeys on the outside freaked out.
I was scared. Well, I wasn't scared because I was
in
the cage.
Yeah.
I was excited that I was in the cage, you know?
Yeah, so for me, it was
I felt bad, though, because everybody outside the cage didn't want to go in the cage to be near the monkeys, and then, like, they're running in between everybody's feet. It was scary.
That was true. There were some people that were skipping the monkeys, and they got a monkey encounter like they weren't going to. So there were some monkeys that got into a fight. I don't know what they got into a fight about. But everywhere you look, these little small monkeys had their teeth like bared.
I mean, it was wild.
And they ran through the crowd, making the people that were uncomfortable about the monkeys jump. And then there was one monkey on the outside of the cage fighting a monkey on the inside of the cage. And one of the worker, like, doing his best to, like, separate the monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we had the big birds on our head.
Yeah, those were cool. So they had to put a hat on my hair because I had this bun and the bird wouldn't jump on my head with my bun. So the guy, so like I couldn't think about it as quick as he put his hat that was on his sweaty head onto my head. It kind of grossed me out a little bit, I gotta admit. But
that was the least of your problems on that day.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, the coolest thing that we did is we went to the iguana reserve.
Oh, was that cool?
It was so cool. They had all these big lizards. I mean, you saw like where I sat on the ground and I fed the lizards. Did you not like the lizards?
I didn't go down there.
Yeah, so before we even got to where the prehistoric action was,
we went to see the babies.
Yes. So we were at the top of the hill. Babies. We were at the top of the hill, and there was a guy who was handling a small iguana, and he placed it on somebody's shoulder. And
I had already told them.
Yes.
I don't want to hold it. I don't want to touch it.
No iguana.
Nothing. No iguana.
Yeah.
I will film. I will take pictures.
Yeah, and Jenny was, she was 2 people away, and kind of like Chinese checkers or hopscotch or leapfrog, the iguana leapt from one person to the next person. And Jenny's holding the camera because I was going to hold the iguana. She was holding our vlogging camera. I was going to hold the iguana and she was going to film it. And before you know it, the iguana leaps right at the camera. I haven't looked at the footage yet. I really hope it got it.
Ugh.
And then Jenny, I couldn't tell because I ended up being behind Jenny. The iguana climbed up on that bun on your fluffy hair. And by the time I got around to the front of you, you were crying because I guess the iguana scared you.
Yeah, I think I had like a full-on panic attack.
I think you did too. That's the most stressed I've ever seen you.
Yeah, because I'm usually a go with the flow.
Yeah.
But I knew I didn't want this to touch this thing. And then I don't know. It just took me off guard and I don't know. I had a full-on panic attack.
Jenny stayed up at the top of the bus with top of the hill with some others.
Yeah, and I felt so bad, right? Because, so Tony's taking pictures, right? Because he doesn't realize that I'm frightened at this point, right?
Yeah.
So then as he gets to the front of me, and he keeps saying, smile, smile, and I did all I could to smile, and then he realized, like, I was in tears.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Yeah, he's like, get this thing off my way.
Yeah.
It was bad.
But that was a cool place. So I guess at the end of the day, you would recommend that excursion, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a ship excursion. I think it was only like $60 each. And that iguana reserve, not only did you get to feed the iguanas, but they also had these huge tarpon fish, and they allowed you to lay down on the dock and hand feed fish in the water, which was kind of cool. So, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Roatan.
We
had a lot of people, though, go over to the free beach there at Mahogany Bay and had a good day. And so, I don't know. It was just, there's so many cool things that happen on a group cruise. There was so much.
One of my favorite things, right? Like, I'm looking through here and a chat and seeing people's names, and I get emotional, right? Because my favorite part of group cruises is getting to know everybody individually, one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then seeing everybody build special friendships, right?
That's one thing for sure.
It's very special.
So we've done this 3 times now, and it continues to be mind-blowing that folks want to come out and spend a week with us or spend a few days on a cruise with us. But what you're saying is really the coolest thing. You know, we make all these new friends, and if that was the end of it, that would be great. But honestly, it's neat to see people make connections with each other and become lifelong friends, and we had that again. It was a good time. We had like 61 people that were a part of the group cruise, and then we met so much other locafam that weren't particularly cruising with us or didn't realize we were going to be on the cruise ship. It was super cool.
It was very cool.
It was super cool. Let's see. So we'll talk a little bit about the Vista, but let's jump in. Let's say hello to everybody. I'm just going to look where the chat is now. I see Blue Girl Deb. That's our friend Deb that we met on the group cruise. And it was super cool getting to know her. And then right under there is Amanda Shows, who was on the group cruise with us. Also fun to hang out with super admin. I see Olivia's name. I see all kinds of people that were on the cruise.
Julie's in there. I hope Eddie's with you. Eddie, hello.
Oh, Eddie and Joe. Man, we had such a good time.
I know. Carla's in there.
Nobody brought Jess Robertson.
War Eagle.
Nobody brought Jess a sloth home.
Oh, Jessica, you would have just loved them. Your mama was so sweet with
Verg Low hits on it. Why not a group cruise to the Mediterranean? I think we're going to do that. I don't know when. We are. That's a real loose. We're going to do that, but we're definitely going to do that. Hey, and it's also, it's November, and big shout out to all the creators. We met a lot of cool creators on the cruise ship. Yeah. We cruised with KY.
Oh, I saw Beach Please in there, too.
Oh, cool. We cruised with KY Travelers. We cruised with Deb Dancer from Dancer Quest. Our friend Dustin is working on his YouTube channel. And we did meet Mike and Betsy from Beach Please. These guys were such a good sport. They dressed up every day. They had like 7 days of Halloween costumes. So this is a good time if you are.
Well, and before you get into that, let's talk about pre-cruise dinner real quick.
Pre-cruise dinner was nice.
Yeah, we got to meet Favor and Rob.
And
lovely people.
I think I saw Rob is in the house. Mm-hmm. What is up? Yeah, it was super cool.
Slinky and Matt.
We met so many people at the. Here's the. Can I just? Why is it so freaking cold in Galveston, Jenny?
It was cold that night and windy.
I went to the beach in Texas and it was freezing.
All right, get to your thing.
I didn't like it. Anyways, if you are in the house, if you are a creator, put creator by your name. And if you are out there trying to find some more cruising content, there's a lot of good people making a lot of good videos. And I'm constantly looking for new stuff to watch to add to my feed. So make sure you put creator by your name and go out there and follow these folks. So shout out to the creators. I just saw our new friend, Mr. LA. That's what I'm calling my friend Ronald. Sounds
Terry,
like he's in the house. Ronald and
them.
Terry. It was so good to meet them and hang out with them. Oh, there's Lisa and Megan. So cool to hang out with them.
You guys.
Wow. It's now I'm getting sad seeing everybody.
I know.
Let's say some other hellos. What is up, D. Parker, Sandy Allen, Chastity Everett, Dave and Brandy in the house. What's going on, Dave and Brandy? Nurse Nancy is in the house. Crazy Cat Traveler, Travel Mobile, Christine Elkins, sorry. Learn, Explore, Love. We're going to probably do that too. There's so many places, so this is a good one. Group cruise from Long Beach. Yeah, we're trying to hit all the spots. We were super happy to go to Texas. It was the first time we got to cruise with some folks out of Texas, and it was a lot of Texas people there. Mm-hmm. That cruise out of Galveston, full of people from Texas, and it was interesting. Our friend John that was in the group cruise, he's from Washington, D.C., and I don't know if you guys know, there was a little sporting event going on the week that we were there. The World Series took over the Carnival Vista. They actually showed the World Series out on the Lido deck, and it was a seesaw battle between the Astros and the Nationals. And there was a minority of National fans there. I thought there was going to be a riot the night that the Astros
I felt so
lost.
bad for our Texas people, Chuck and Jamie and Michael.
Michael Cruise Lover in the house. It was good to spend time with Michael and Elizabeth. Again, the big reason we went to Texas is because of Michael. Michael, thanks for having us come out there. It was really a great time.
Olivia. So Michael was super, he stayed on it, right? Like in the morning getting up and LA would go walk and Deb would go walk. It was a nice group. It
was really cool. Michael led a morning walk. The people joined in. It was so many people jumping in doing stuff. It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Clay Williams, Fred Cohen in the house. Traveling Adventures of DNL. What's going on? CJE Wellgo. What's happening? Cat Falconer.
Alyssa's going on. I'm glad you're going to make it. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. I'm just... Linda Lou. All right. So,
Sarah mentioned that we are drinking Dunkin' Donuts tonight.
Yeah, I was going to run out and get a little Starbucks, but our local Starbucks closed at 8:30, which was just shocking. I think I got there at 8:28. I don't know how you guys feel about businesses that's supposed to stay open till time closing. Like, they may have been dead. Do you think it's okay if let's say this, if the Starbucks was empty at 8:25 and they're supposed to stay open till... I was there before 8:30. I feel like I should have been able to get coffee there. But the door was locked, and it was right at 8:30. I don't know.
So I don't think that they should shut the door.
Right.
They could clean.
I think they should almost have a 5-minute grace period. Look, you and I both work fast food. We know how it is. Like, if the dining room closed at 11, you were like, "There's nobody here at 10:55. Let's shut it down." But I would always open it back up if somebody showed up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But the good thing too. Well, when I worked at Hardee's, we would close the dining room before the drive-thru. So that wasn't really too much of an issue, right? Like, it was already cleaned, and you just had to kind of clean the grill off.
Exactly.
I saw someone here from Brooksville, my old stomping grounds.
Really? Brooksville, Florida?
Yes.
Boy. We can understand the Texas accent. We're multi-accent lingual here.
Daniel said, "How dare you,
Starbucks?" Yeah, so we were having a little iced latte from the Dunkin'.
Well, listen, I love Dunkin' Donuts way better anyway. Tony could never find anything at Dunkin' Donuts that he enjoyed.
Right.
So I'm glad that you
finally found something. That's right. That's a great question, Sean and Casey on vacay mode. Going back on we got back. I think you meant we got back. We did see bikes and the hogs. I don't know if that's a particular thing, but we did see a lot of motorcycle things. We had a 2-hour process to disembark from the Vista. We're going to make a video about it, so I don't want to go into great detail here, but let's just say I was missing faster the fun for sure.
There's Laura.
What's up, Laura? What's up, Drew Christie?
Uh-oh, Olivia. I was asking her last night. Gavin got some 3 digits. 3 girls' digits.
Oh, very nice.
That's the man right there.
I want to say...
How many digits did you get?
I got no digits,
That's
Jenny.
right.
Look at this test. Jenny knows we're live and in the battle right here, and she's like, "Did you get any girls' phone numbers?" How dare you? All right, do you want to go that way? Look,
Laura, hello.
I want to say hello to Emily Flanagan. But before this cruise, Jenny was all like, Matt Mitchum, blah, blah, blah. The first night she saw the dude, like, her jaw dropped. She started drooling. It was a Pavlovian response.
Stop it.
We went to the very first show, and she's like, look, Jenny's normally very lukewarm when it comes to cruise directors. Like, cruise director. For some reason, Matt's cruise directing skills are off the chain. It's not that he's just a good-looking guy, but, man, he really knows how to be an entertaining cruise director. If I heard that once, I heard it 20 times this past week. How dare you ask me if I got digits?
Listen, you even thought he was a beautiful man, right?
Okay, you guys help me break this down.
I didn't drool over him.
He's a good-looking guy, 100%. Let me ask this question. Let me go Perry Mason. You guys be the judge out there. In the previous cruises, we have several pictures of us and the cruise director. Is that true?
Yes.
Before this cruise, are there any pictures of us by ourselves with the cruise director?
Do you have one with anybody?
No.
Okay, so no.
Do you? Did you before this cruise?
No.
On this cruise, do you now have pictures with just you and a cruise director?
Well, Susan was taking them. What am I going to do? Say no? Sherry, where are you? Because we were taking pictures together.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so there's Olivia. So I was asking, our friend Olivia is going on the Sharon at Sea Lido Loca group cruise next year. And such a great family. So, like, Olivia is old school La Lido Loca. She's been here since the very beginning. It was so great to meet her and her family.
Oh my gosh, I know.
She has a young son who he's
very
handsome young man, and you
very
could tell
nice, very respectful.
You could tell that the ladies on the cruise ship were into him. I was asking if Gavin had got any numbers, and apparently he did.
Gavin, we are so proud of you.
What the heck? Jenny just wants to not talk about. All
See.
Right.
Terry, I'm not blushing.
Look at that. My God. Oh, KY Traveler got off the ship in 25 minutes. Again,
wow.
I think it's going to be a perfect storm. We did not stop at Buc-ee's because
it was 12 o'clock by the time
we
got back in.
We decided to go to Birmingham the night after we got off of the cruise. Mm-hmm. And so we had a 10-hour drive, and as soon as we got out of that 2-hour mess, we found coffee and got some breakfast, and we were like, man, let's, and we got like sweets, and it's like, we can't stop at Buc-ee's, but next time.
Retro's in the house. Thank you for letting us hang out.
What's up, my brother? Thank you for your hospitality.
See, even Olivia thinks he's fine.
He is fine, Jenny, but look.
He's a good cruise director.
Look, Jamie D was
what did I say?
Look,
Jamie D was wonderful, too.
But from a dude's perspective, beautiful. Jamie D was an attractive lady. I was not running up and getting a picture with Jamie D by myself.
I almost think there's a picture of you alone with
There's
Jamie
not. D. That seems like that would have been out of line. I'm calling double standard.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a picture with all the beautiful dancers.
There's dudes in there, Jenny. Whatever. Keep talking your way around it. That's all right.
Listen.
That's all right. Next time. All right,
we're not going to settle.
What's good for
we are not going to settle this here.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Is it?
That's what it said in the Oh Sheila song.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sheila.
When is moving day? So we don't know.
We don't know. We have to... I know when move out day is, so we gave our notice and we have to be out of here by the 31st of December. So we could be without a home. I don't know. We'll figure it out, right?
We'll figure it out. We always do.
We got to go on one more cruise. I need to update the tote board. I think we're 25 days until we go on the... That's true. I can't win. We are 25 days until we go on the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Sunrise, sunset.
Mm-hmm. All right, Carl.
Carl, we have
I'm not gonna
look. We're gonna be talking about Matt for a while because he's our cruise director. He would look
on the Mardi Gras.
The guy was super nice, though. I mean, all kidding aside, we're just kidding with each other. The guy was probably the best cruise director I've ever seen. High energy, very entertaining. He was good looking, all that stuff. So Sharon the Sea is in the house. What's up, guys?
What's up, you guys?
Root Tide is in the house. Captain Tables, MDR. Yeah, good topic for Cruise Wars. Matt
Thank
Mitchum.
you, Lisa.
We're moving to Florida. We're moving to the Tampa area.
We are. All right, so Roatan. So we have pre-cruise.
All right, let's do this.
Do Roatan.
Oh, Diacritical One has a great question. How was it going back to an interior cabin, missed the balcony?
Not with this interior, right? Because this interior came with a couch. All right, so...
I'm balcony spoiled. Now,
see, and I knew that. I knew that was going to happen to you.
Yeah, but I'm okay with the interior. I was pleasantly surprised. So, Jenny, in the beginning, I'm like, did you I thought you told me that this thing had a couch. And then somewhere along the way, you're like, oh, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. I went into it anticipating opening that door and it just being as wide as the bed and the two nightstands. Mm-hmm. The last cruise that we went on the Carnival Breeze, had the last interior was the Breeze, right?
Right.
And when you walked in that room, it was just the width of the bed and the two nightstands, and it was super tight. And so I was like, oh, I'm not looking forward to that because my cabin on the Spectrum was big and a balcony. And once we got to that room and I saw that couch in that extra area, I thought that was cool. So, I mean, it was plenty of walking around space, but it wasn't a lot of usable space.
Right.
But I liked it. Mm-hmm. I would book it again.
Yeah. It was cold.
Yes.
Like, it was super cold because it was an interior. So it was super cold. You didn't hear people up and down the hallway all night long.
No.
And that was really great. Lorette and Andre are in the house.
Oh, what is up?
I'm glad you guys made it home safely.
These are our new friends from Canada. They came down to Galveston and cruised with us. Andre actually won the individual costume contest. Dressed at super simple costume. He had a monkey mask, and he really sold the monkey thing. It was amazing.
It was really great.
Traveling Gilberts, it was super quiet. No foot traffic, super dark in there. We slept really good. Mm-hmm. Food versus the Vista on the Equinox.
Guys, I'm sorry.
So we were so on the Equinox, we were lucky because we had Blue, which was part of the spa cabin that we had.
Right.
And that food was awesome. So that food kind of blew away the MDR on the Vista. But the MDR on the Vista was very good.
It was good, but we also had the MDR on Celebrity.
Not a lot. Lunch. Yeah, for lunch.
And that was great also.
Yeah. The Equinox food was better. I want to tell you this, and I said it on one of the live streams. Everybody complained about the selection, the number of selections on the MSCC side. For the first time, the Vista it had a very simple buffet. Every time I went to look at the buffet, it only had about 2 of those sections worth of food to choose from.
Right.
And so there wasn't a lot of selection. So I don't know if they're moving down. I don't know if they were moving to like less selections, but it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Celebrity really ups their food game. It was really good. Mm-hmm. Really good.
Yeah, there's no... Like, you can't really compare it.
What did you think of the Vista overall?
I liked it better than the Breeze.
You liked it better than the Breeze?
It's very similar to the Breeze, but it was newer, a little bit more going on, I think.
Yeah. It felt so...
Gigi's is on there.
It felt longer than the Breeze.
Yeah.
Like in length. But it's laid out very similar. So the differences for me, I guess they had... I can't remember what the atrium was like on the Breeze, but I do feel like that atrium was different on the Vista with the... I missed the open lighting Vista.
Yeah, and the glass elevators.
Yeah. That's true. No glass elevator. But one thing that I do like better on the Vista... I didn't think I was going to like the Liquid Lounge better than the traditional theater, but they sold me. So one night they had a show that I caught just kind of the tail end of, and I think it was called VIP 50 or something like that, and they were able to take part of the seating out of the center and make that part of the stage, and they had a lot of like interaction with the crowd.
Right.
And I thought that was a cool way to use that room. Mm-hmm. So like in the normal kind of traditional bench auditorium, they wouldn't have been able to do a show like that. And that show was actually pretty peppy. Like, it was a 70s disco type show.
Right.
And it was really good. Our friend Eddie got to be part of the Village People.
YMCA.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty awesome.
Don's Family Vacations in the house.
What's up, sir?
What is up, Don? I haven't talked to Don since the cruise. I hope you're doing well, sir. I know you're getting ready for a whole bunch of cruising here in November and down in Florida. So I hope you're all packed and ready to go. Are you on a cruise yet? I think it starts soon.
I think he's talking to us from a cruise.
Are you talking to us from a cruise? The crew on the Vista was super nice. It was nice there. It makes me look forward to going on to the Panorama and checking that out.
March 7th.
March the 7th.
That's right.
3 days to cruise life.
Did you ever say hello to Emily Flanagan?
I did. I specifically said hello to my favorite Snuffleupagus from Harry Potter.
Yeah. It was Joe's birthday the other day.
Happy belated birthday, Joe and Roy. Yes.
And whoever else we missed. And I don't see them in the chat, but our little Carrie Ann had some surgery today. She had her tonsils removed. So I told her to eat as much ice cream as she can. Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. Let's see. How was the weather? So... Again, it was cold the day we got to Galveston. Mm-hmm. Embarkation day was cold, and then it warmed up, so it was hot for a few days. I'll tell you what, the weather got rough on the last sea day, though.
Yeah.
There were people getting some seasickness because of the motion of the ocean.
It was, yeah.
This is another interesting thing for us on the Vista. I think this is the first cruise where we had 2 sea days before anything else.
Yeah, I like that on the group cruise, right? Because we got to do a lot of activities together.
Yeah.
So it set out like the friendships and the little groups kind of to hang out.
Yeah, I think on the previous group cruises it was like 2 sea days at the end, and we were trying to pile stuff in, and it all felt very rushed. The cool thing about the sea days on the front end is, like you said, everybody kind of got to know each other, and then we started going out on excursions, which was pretty great.
All right, so after Roatan.
Oh. Don's got the cruise blues. It's been almost a month.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Aww. There she is.
That's what it's called. So there's Tanya. Thank you for the super chat. Studio VIP. Look, I don't know if this is very much a show that you would take kids to. This Studio VIP was really great, and I'm not really fixating on the one moment. But there is one moment where they grab women out of the crowd and they set them around a pedestal, like a podium that's big enough for a person.
Yeah.
And then a dude
dressed in
a tuxedo. I guess it was a throwback to Chippendales, but he does a full strip tease down to some very small underpants. and he does like full on like it felt like being at a male strip review.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know, but it does. So if you're not into that kind of thing, but yeah, I was surprised to see that in the middle of the 7:30 and 9:30 show, full on Magic Mike moment.
Carrie Ann, eat that ice cream, girl. This is your one and only time that you can eat as much ice cream as you want.
Eat as much ice cream as you like.
Eddie is in the house.
Eddie is in the house. I had such a good time with Eddie. A group of us went
and Mark and Lisa, Megan. Is that what you're talking about?
I was trying to.
Belize. Are we going to talk about Belize next? Go ahead.
Talk whatever you want.
All right, go. It's that Duncan. There's much more in it.
Tanya was part of... So Tanya, I mean, honestly, it's a full-on stripper deal, right? I mean, I was kind of shocked. I mean, it wasn't like a late-night show. This was like a family show with the full-on deal.
Don, we will be driving down to Fort Lauderdale, so I'm going to visit... We'll visit my family for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Look for a house on that Friday.
Yes.
Get on the ship on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
What date is that, though? It's like the 29th or something?
Yeah.
My grandma is... so this is the deal with my grandma. She had to stayed in the hospital a little bit. She had to go to a rehabilitation center. And she's been working on walking with a walker. It's the first time she's had to use that. My mom says she'll be coming home on the 8th, which is in a few more days, and I think we're going to go try and see her. So right now she's doing better, kind of out of the hospital, but still it wasn't... we still got a little ways to go.
Yeah.
So
thank you for asking.
Thanks for asking, yeah.
All right, talk about Eddie.
Yeah, so I had a great time getting to know Eddie. We hung out on the first night, and... I tell you what, they had that Battle of the Sexes show, and Jenny wasn't there, but the women cheated. I just want to say that everybody that was there knows what I was talking about. But then I had the opportunity to go with Eddie and Mark and Lisa and Megan, and we went to, on Belize Day, we went ziplining and cave tubing, and wow, that was a blast. I just want to say that I ziplined. I probably shouldn't. It took some manipulation to get me in the harness and out of the harness, and thanks to Mark and Eddie for the help there. But I tell you what, I would go cave tubing again at that place. Lunch and cave tubing, that's an excursion. That was so fun. It was really fun to hang out straight up in the jungle. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That does sound cool.
Yes. I don't want to give too much away. I got some good video of that.
And then what did we do in Cozumel?
Cozumel, we went to the private oasis at Passion Island, which was a cool deal.
Oh, I just love how you said that.
I know, I've been trying to remember.
The private oasis.
That was one of those deals, a carnival excursion, where if you get enough people, it was $800 or something like that, right? But we had 12 of us, so it made it like $60 each. And they give you like a full-on private house. We had this cool 2-story house and a beach. There'll be more to see that. So what is cave tubing? That's a great question. It's exactly what it sounds like. So in Belize, there is a temple. It's a river that runs through a cave that the Maya people treated as a spiritual holy ground where they would like sacrifice people and they would take drugs and they would go in there and hallucinate. And you can actually jump on an inner tube and the guide pulls you through. It takes about 40 minutes to pull you through this underground cave where you can see all these interesting formations and they tell you the history of it. It was really cool. Really cool.
Don said to text him, we'll grab some dinner.
Okay.
He'll be in Florida
we'll
that
do
time.
It. Let's see.
Or you just come over and have Thanksgiving with us.
That's right.
American Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Canada has a different Thanksgiving.
Yeah. USA.
I was going to talk about something else and I forgot.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not you.
What are you thinking about, Matt?
I'm always thinking about Matt, Jenny. I got that picture of you and him printed out.
Oh, stop it. So how do I get all those My Vegas points? That we should talk about also, right? Like that great hotel room that we got for free.
Yes. We did not do any of those things, Deb. No drugs, no hallucinations, and no sacrifices, but it was interesting. Mark, you wear headlamps, so the the tour guide has a really strong headlamp, and so he would look around and point things out, and then you had your own headlamps on, which was really nice. Yeah, the My Vegas, I just pulled it up today, and they have full-on NCL cruises. You need 1 million. You need 1 million coins.
Yeah, I don't have that. I had over 1 million, but I just used 150.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The way you get the points is you just play every day. They add up for sure.
Yeah, I have never spent a dime on that. Like, you can...
Don't ever pay the money on there.
Don't pay the money. Mm-mm.
So we are on the Shipmate app. Our name is Lido Loca. If you want to follow us on there. Our next cruise, 24 days on the Carnival Sunrise out of Fort Lauderdale. Mm-hmm. And we're going to the Bahamas. We're going to Freeport, Nassau, and the private island, right? Princess Cay?
Right.
That's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting.
Traveling Gilbert's, we didn't have any issues with the mosquitoes that day.
No.
And we were different.
Yeah. I sprayed, I sprayed, but when we first got off of the boat, so we took a boat from the ship over to Passion Island, and then we had to take a little truck, and not all of us could fit on the truck, so they took the ladies off, and while we were waiting there, we were sitting back against some foliage. There were some mosquitoes there, but I'd already sprayed up. But actually where the thing was, there wasn't really any mosquitoes at all. No. Which was nice.
And, I mean, you noticed, like, they were raking the...
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was sand fleas, that kind of stuff, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Joe Durr's got the same countdown as us. What ship you going on, Joe?
That would be wild. We do know a couple of people that are going to be on the Sunrise when we're there.
There's 4 we'll get to see some people on the Sunrise. Mm-hmm. There's 4 apps for My Vegas. I'll read the names off. There's also a video that I put out there. I think if you search for Lido Loca My Vegas, it'll come up. Mm-hmm. One of the apps is called Pop Slots. The other one's called My Konami. My Vegas is another one, and then My Vegas Blackjack is the 4 apps.
And then you can also play it on Facebook.
Let's see if you guys can see that. Take a screenshot. Do something. I don't know. It's not going to focus. But yeah, those are the names. Yeah, we did have a lot of people go to... the rental car was as nice as it looked. Yeah, we probably should make an updated rental car video. But yeah, it was interesting. We used a new rental car place. So there was another rental car place in our neighborhood. And so we did not return to the place that we had trouble with. So sorry, so sad.
Right.
We went to Enterprise. That was our first experience with Enterprise. And when we got there, they did not have the class of car that we had reserved.
Right.
And immediately they gave us an upgrade for no charge.
Right.
And they upgraded us to...
Well, can we just say something? We walk in.
Yeah.
And it was like deja vu, right?
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, we don't have that car for you.
Yeah.
We're going to have to upgrade you.
Yeah.
And then when she said, and there's no charge for that.
That was nice.
I was like, we are in the right place this time.
Yeah. So we had an Audi Q5.
Yes.
I don't know anything about cars, but that thing was super nice.
It was nice.
It was all tricked out with leather, and it was nice. It was really nice. Mm-hmm. It was a nice upgrade.
Absolutely. Thank you, Enterprise.
The air conditioning on the Vista, the room that we had, it was cold. Like the first night... So the way Jenny and I like to do it, we like to... Jenny's a blanket hog, so like left to her own devices, she would take all the blankets and then just share them with Matt Mitchum. And so on the first night, we tried to share the blankets, and then it didn't work. So we separated the blanket and the sheet. And so the first night, I just slept with the sheet. Now, we did ask for extra pillow and blanket the first night, but they did not come.
Right.
And so I slept under a sheet, and it was so cold, I couldn't deal with just the sheet. It was crazy.
Yeah. Aw, there's Traveling Adventures of D&L. That's Dustin and Laura. Yay.
Yay, Dustin and Laura.
Yes, I'm glad that we had a nice car because that was a long drive.
Yeah. That was a pretty long drive. So the first, on the way over, we drove to Biloxi. Mm-hmm. Biloxi. Mm-hmm. And that was like, 8 or 9 hours or 10 hours, and then 6 hours to the Vista, to Galveston. And then the second day, it was 10 hours to Birmingham and 7 hours home. So
yeah, it was a lot.
That's right. Slinky's got it right. Happiness in marriage is having 2 blankets.
And plenty of pillows.
I'm not hurt over the Matt thing. Everybody...
No. And listen, everybody knows that Matt has nothing on the love of my life.
Now she's doing damage control. Thank you so much.
He has nothing on you.
Thank you.
You're fun.
Thank you.
You're entertaining.
Don't patronize me, Jenny. It's all good.
You're handsome.
It's all good.
You're sweet. You're kind.
It's all good.
And you know what's the most important?
I can say Biloxi.
You're mine.
Biloxi. I can say Biloxi. Amanda said I got it right. We did not do the steakhouse. The only specialty dining we purchased was Gigi's. And, wow. If you have a chance to do Gigi's on any ship, do that. Yeah. And do that with enough people where you can get family style, because I didn't know how much Gigi's cost, right?
Right.
And so we were at a table of 8, and for the table of 8 they give you a choice of 4 entrees, 4 appetizers, and 4 sides, and then they just bring as much of it as you want. We had so much food, we tried everything, and it was so good. And at the end of it, I was expecting that to be like $30 a person, $40 a person. It was $15 a person. That is the best 15. We've eaten the $15 meal on the Princess ship, which was planks, and I can't remember what the there was a seafood place that was $15 on Princess. They were across from each other. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what it's called. Those were both awesome for $15. We had Cucina when we were on the Breeze. It was awesome for $15. Mm-hmm. But this Gigi's, what you got for $15, I would have eaten it every day.
Oh, absolutely.
It was so good.
And so what's nice about the restaurant, right? We weren't sitting at the table, but there was some people with dietary needs.
Yeah.
And they had to get separate meals.
Yeah.
But we were able to do the family style, and that shrimp, right?
It was good. Mm. I didn't try any lobster rolls, and I've had them from the Seafood Shack. To me, I've had a lot better lobster rolls than on the Seafood Shack, so I wasn't interested in it.
Right.
I'm waiting until I go to Bahaba.
And then for lunch, when you guys were in Belize, I stayed on the ship with some of the locafam.
Yeah.
And I had lunch with Julia at the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And then we had lunch with Jamie and Chuck one day at the Italian restaurant. I liked it so much that I went back. And what's nice is that the lunch at Gigi's and the Italian restaurant are included in your fare.
Yeah, so the lunch at Cucina was you pick your pasta. So you pick a pasta, you pick a sauce, you pick a protein. That was all delicious. That was included. And then Gigi's at lunch is basically Old Mongolian Wok. So they give you a paper menu, and you fill out what you want, and they give you noodles Mongolian Wok style. That was pretty good. I would have done that again.
Mary Beth, hi honey, I miss you. A pretty smile.
Let's see. Yeah,
Mark and Sherry got to see a special show with a
private group.
With a private group.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
You're right, Don Leslie. That's it. The Princess one is steamers, and I remember that. I remember that being super good.
It was wonderful.
I would spend $15 on that every day
all day long.
Yeah, Jamie and Chuck went back to Gigi's for another round, and they said it was just as good the second time.
I hope you got that shrimp. What was it? Sweet and sour shrimp?
Yeah. That's a good question for Artie. If you need a Sharps container, do you get that from the room steward or from guest services?
Usually if you book, like when I book people, you put that in there. But if you're booking just straight through the cruise line, just make sure you let them know that. Mm. And then if it's not there, then yes, ask your
room steward.
Room steward.
What's up, left side? Yeah, a good time to remind everybody, we do have some group cruises coming up. The next one that we have on the schedule is the Lido Loca Sharing at Sea Halloween 2020 group cruise.
And listen, you guys, that is almost sold out.
Yeah.
I know interior rooms, the only thing that's really left is deck 2.
Yeah.
And then maybe 1 or 2 scattered around forward. And very few balconies, maybe a couple of cove balconies. So if you really want to get on that one, you got to act kind of quickly.
I think between this, and I don't know the official count, but I think it's getting close to being like 300 cabins, or is that an exaggeration? You got close to what? You got over 100, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll have a good sized group, and Sharon and I are gonna get together, everybody, tomorrow. So we're gonna start preparing.
Start planning, yeah. So we got a year to plan it all out.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have a group cruise in February of 2021.
Yeah, February 2021
on the Harmony of the Seas.
Yeah.
And those are the only two that are planned right now.
Right now.
Yeah, so...
hopefully this weekend we're going to try to look at the calendar.
We've been kicking around a lot of different ideas for group cruises and locations, so stay tuned. That's going to come.
Yeah.
But if you want to do any of those group cruises, you got to, like the 2021, you got to book through Jenny, or the 2020... If there's any space left, either book with Jenny or Sharon. And if you have any travel needs at all, again, I want to, I'm happy to brag on Jenny. Jenny can help you with any of your travel needs. She's booked hundreds, if not thousands, of cruises at this point, and she's my favorite travel agent.
Well, thank you.
If I can say that. If you have a cruise booked already and you want some extra oversight, you haven't paid the thing off yet, you can transfer that cruise to Jenny, and she can keep an eye on it for you at no additional charge. So you can reach out to Jenny, jbarnett@cruiseshipcenters.com.
That's right. BARNETTE.
But, yeah. Alaska definitely in the plans. We're trying to figure out a group cruise for that. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be fun.
What else is going on, Jenny? So I'm exhausted. I just want to let you know. So I slept most all day yesterday. It just I love the group cruise. We'll talk a little bit about the videos that are coming out. I had a couple times on this group cruise where I just put the camera down.
It was lovely. Can I just say it was so nice to see that.
I wanted to be in the moment. And so, again, I don't take it lightly that all of these folks came to hang out with us and to hang out with the locafam.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was worried that, if I did the normal, morning to night vlogging, that I would miss out on being present and being able to hang out. And I got to hang out with everybody, and I had such a good time. So I filmed a lot. There will be a video for each of the excursions. I think there'll be a compilation video to give you an idea of what it's like to be on a group cruise. I'm going to show you some of the group activities that we did. I think on embarkation day I did do a full morning to... So it won't be the traditional vlogs. There will be a lot from the Vista. I didn't do a ship tour, but I really think for these group cruises I just wanted to be present, and I did a lot of that. I still got Asia stuff to come out, and I guess I'm rethinking the whole approach to how we do video in a good way.
Absolutely.
And Jenny can tell you that's the way I am. I get bored easy, and so me changing the way we do things is pretty par for the course.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm at. Oh, Mary Beth's in the house. What's up, Mary Beth?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, Mary Beth can sing.
For real.
We did karaoke, and a big shout out. We had we give away a karaoke trophy for anybody who participates. They're in the running. We had 5 singers this year, and everybody did great. But Mary Beth, man, what a voice. What a voice.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mark, there were some things on the Vista that were kind of racy, right? That you just don't want kids to be watching.
Yeah.
It's different if it's in Quest. That you just kind of know that's going to be something that you, well, first of all, can't have your kids there.
Right.
But if you're just going out to the Lido, and these crazy things are happening, I don't think that's right either. Yeah. Anthony, I did not go to Asia. Tony and our good friend Don at Don's Family Vacation had that experience together, and I'm glad that they did.
So I watch Don's videos on the daily, and when he did a video, maybe last week or something, he talked about us going to the gate at the Emperor's Palace. That was so funny because it was so accurate. It was really cool. Don, if you're still out there, I love the time lapse from the Insta360 as we made that walk to see nothing. So that was pretty good.
You're so funny.
Yeah, let me ask you guys this. So I kind of what I've enjoyed is doing the live streaming during the cruise as a way to vlog during the cruise.
Right.
Did you guys like the white party? Did you guys like the cabin tours? Those are becoming really viable videos for me during the cruise. I think it's pretty immersive, and I hope you guys dug it. So let me know if you enjoy those. Been trying to make that more stable. We took a gimbal this time, so it's pretty cool.
Carla, I can't forget Daniel and Dustin. That one picture, they're both in robes by like the elevator or something, and they just, they should have cigars in their mouths and everything.
Yeah. Large crowd on the Vista. No, it wasn't too bad. Like it's the same as most cruises. Real busy on embarkation day. If you didn't want to walk some stairs, you usually had a crowd at the elevator. Mm-hmm. But they did a good job once the cruise got going of dispersing it out. So
yeah.
Oh, thanks for the feedback, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I like you doing that because you get to just put down that camera, and every now and then you just kind of need to do that. So that was great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diacritical One.
Thank you, everybody.
Can we talk about that cabin crawl, though? We were ready in the aft. And we were so turned around.
What's frustrating?
All the way forward.
What's frustrating is we are really good at knowing where we're at on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
And somehow on that last video, all crammed in. I want to talk about it. But we did the last going from John and Lacey's cabin back to our cabin. We got so turned around. I don't know how we walked the ship twice.
I don't know either.
All crammed in. Tony, you need to do a video on people leaving dirty plates in the hallway. We only see it on Carnival. Look, here's the deal. It's Carnival's policy.
It is.
I read this straight from the man, John Hild himself. I'm not a big fan of dirty plates in the hallway. I don't do it. If I have dirty plates, I leave them in my room, and the room steward takes them, but I'm doing the wrong thing. On Carnival, they have a separate crew that picks up dirty dishes opposed to the room steward. So they want you to put your dirty dishes in the hallway because the room steward's not supposed to clean that up. I don't like it, so I just leave my dirty dishes in the room. But the reason that's the way it is that's the way they want it. And so that's a good topic. I wouldn't mind talking about that in Cruise Wars, but I don't like it. Do you guys like it? Do you like to see the plates in the hallway? But I
personally think it's disgusting. And I'll tell... Well, not even that it's disgusting.
I'm always afraid I'm going to step on it.
That's what I was just going to say. The halls are so small and narrow on Carnival anyway that when you have that and then you have the steward's carts and then you have people, it's really... like an obstacle course. Artie wants to know if it was smokier on the Vista or the Breeze. I'm trying to remember the Breeze.
All those casinos feel the same kind of smoky to me.
Breeze. I want to think that the Breeze was probably smokier.
Yeah. Maybe so. Mm-hmm. Colton's here.
Colton.
Our newlywed friend.
Oh, Colton.
That's right.
They were so sweet. They had just got married, the day before the cruise went out? Yeah. It was so nice hanging out with you the whole week.
Colton, how long you guys been married now? 10 days?
What?
What?
10 days. Wow. Ew.
Oh.
Olivia.
Saw a man pick cookies off the buffet with his fingers. I tell you what, now, if you guys want to do some interesting reading, the video I made about the lady eating cream puffs standing over the buffet with her girlfriend, both eating cream puffs standing over the buffet, there's a decent amount of people that said I'm a big, I should just shut my mouth. That as long as they're eating their own cream puff, it's no big deal. I just don't even know how you get to that place. There were crumbs falling out of their mouths. Interesting.
Yeah. Clay, all of celebrity cruise ships are non-smoking in the casino.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
10 days. Oh, I was right. It was a guess, Colton, but it felt right.
Oh.
10 days. Best meal that I had in the MDR. Well, let me tell you a few things, Captain Table MDR. That was the first time I had been there for included lobster night. Mm-hmm. And so I had 2 lobster tails, which came with shrimp and risotto. Mm-hmm. That was really delicious. I had 2 escargot on escargot night. I think but I'm going to say this. I haven't seen it before. It's usually the flank steak, but one night they had a beef tenderloin, and that beef tenderloin was cooked a perfect medium. That was probably my favorite thing that I ate in the MDR for entree. Of course, the escargot was the favorite appetizer that I had. Mm-hmm. What was your favorite thing in the MDR?
The baked Alaska. It's always so good.
The baked Alaska. Very good.
Yeah. Prime rib, of course, is always a good one.
Prime rib was good. I had that the night I had the escargot. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yes. I know. I'm going to have to get the escargot again now.
Yeah. So
last time I was on, I didn't like it, how they put it together.
So we're going on the Sunrise in 25 days. We
are. David's in the house. We'll see you, David.
I went to Virginia and I saw the sunrise.
You did.
And I'm looking forward to it, but it's Nassau, it's Freeport, and it's Princess Cay. Mm-hmm. I'm tempted to maybe just stay on the ship a lot.
Except for Princess Cay. We've never been there.
We've never been there, but I don't know. Like, I feel like just relaxing, making this last cruise of the year kind of chill.
Yeah, because we're going to have a lot in December.
Yeah, getting moved and all that stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You looking forward to it?
To what? Moving?
Sunrise.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anytime I can...
Do we have a balcony on that one?
We do. Yeah.
Ty Allen, the coffee on the Vista, you drink buffet coffee a little bit.
I did. It was pretty decent.
Buffet coffee, and then their coffee bar was nice. You would get brewed coffee from the coffee bar. And then I had iced latte a couple times. It was delicious. And I saw they had cold brew toward the end of it. I didn't try the cold brew, but it was good.
We'll have to try it on Sunrise in their little coffee shop.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that ship to check it out.
I just hope everybody that's anti-escargot has tried it. That's the only thing I'm going to say. It's escargot is really a delivery system for butter and garlic, right. But don't knock it till you try it. If you try it and you hate it, I respect that. But if you don't like it just on the principle of what it is, then you're missing out.
Yeah. No, we're going to do... Artie, we'll do a Mail Monday. We have to get one together.
Yeah, so we've been getting mail. I just repaid for our P.O. box for another 3 months, which puts me into January. So somehow I got to figure out how to switch those over. But for right now, you can still send mail to the current address. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, you have to go back on all the videos.
Yeah, I'll have to go and...
We better start doing that now.
I might have some work for anybody that wants to help me edit those descriptions.
That's right. Did we do the spa? No.
Nope.
To be honest, I didn't even go near the spa this time. Like, I didn't have a chance or a reason to. I know a few of our friends, though. They had massages and other things. Mm-hmm.
I will not become a Tampa Bay Buck fan. More importantly, I will not become a Tampa Bay Lightning fan.
How dare you?
Maybe I will become a Lightning fan, but...
Oh my goodness.
I'm just excited to be near NHL hockey again.
Aw, you're excited to be near your mother-in-law.
I'm always excited to be near my mother-in-law.
I know. She's going to cook dinner for us every night.
That'll be super nice.
As long as we have coffee ready for her. Her and Frankie.
Are we going to her house for dinner, or is she coming to our house for dinner?
She could come by us.
Oh, nice.
If she cooks it, I'll clean it.
Good night, Joe. Have a good night.
Good night, Joe. Yes, Laura. I didn't want to mention any name, but yes, it was Laura's birthday, and she was surprised by her lovely husband, Dustin.
Yeah, with a massage.
With a massage.
Yeah, now Ronald said he had gallons of Vista buffet coffee, and it was pretty good. I think, so this was Ronald and Terry's first cruise. I think they had a really good time.
Oh, and let me just tell you.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's right. Colton had
Hold on.
What?
That's right, Jessica. Let's go Predators. Let's go Predators. Okay.
All right. But we're going to have to be Lightning fans. At least to see it.
I guess I could be Lightning fans.
And listen, to go to the Bucks games, it's so cheap.
Somebody needs to boot Ty Allen out. We can't have that Red Wing talk in here.
What?
Sorry.
Do you think that was one of the coolest costumes on the last year's group cruise?
Yes. Even though it was Emily and Joe dressed up like the Stanley Cup and the Red Wings, but
it was a pretty cool one.
Yes.
Listen, this year we had a lot of cool costumes.
We had a lot of cool costumes. Let's see. How do you control the bar bill? It is always difficult. We don't drink, so it's not really hard for us, but yeah, I mean, there's two ways to go about drinking on a cruise. If you feel like you're going to drink 5 or 6 drinks a day, I would get the drink package. If not, just budget for it. But I feel like the drinks are like anywhere between $8 and $12, just depending what you get.
Yeah, I mean, we have a Diet Coke here and there. You have a Coke.
Yeah.
We have bottled water sent to our room. And I think I had a drink. We had a cocktail party this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to prepare for it if you're going to do a lot. You know, I drink a lot of water. So we bought bottled water. I drink a lot of, like, lemonade from the buffet. So you can get off cheap if you want. Every once in a while I would get, like, a soda or something like that. And coffee.
Yeah.
Thank you, Traveling Gilberts. Have a good night.
Good night, you guys. Yeah, Mark, I would say the same. So if you guys are going out of Galveston, discount parking it worked very well. They were right there with the shuttles, and when we got back, the cars were fine. And I think it's one of the highest spots on the Galveston Island, so it doesn't get flooded.
Yeah, it was a good process. Mm-hmm. It was fairly quick when we got back, but again, we'll have to talk about that part.
Emily and Joe are already working. There's a lot of people already working on their costumes.
I'm gonna agree wholeheartedly with you, Nurse Nancy. There was a lot of really cool costumes on that cruise.
So Danielle, you can bring soda on board, and we probably should.
Yeah.
But it's like something else to lug, and I just don't want to lug something else. Yeah. But I think that's a good idea. It would be a lot cheaper for us.
Linda Land, 15 drink is alcohol only. It's all the coffee, sodas, any of the other stuff. It's as much of that as you want. The 15 drinks is just the alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right, baby.
Am I happy with the camera? So what did I shoot mostly with? I shot mostly with the Canon G7X handheld, like point and shoot. Mm-hmm. Super happy with that. Shot some with the GoPro. Super happy with that. Did not use the M50 or the Osmo Pocket a whole lot this cruise, but I do love both of those. So, but yeah, no, I had a good time with the cameras.
Oh, can we just talk about real quick? 4 holes in one?
3.
Michael Davis.
3.
Michael Davis is out, but
Lisa Lance.
No, so it was 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Lisa.
Yeah.
And
Karen Scott won the cornhole.
Right, and she got all 4 in. Was that where I was getting the 4 from?
She got all 4 in. Yeah. That was really good.
Yeah, some good competition for next year.
Oh wow, 10 o'clock. Ooh, this hour flew by.
It did.
Well, guys, I hope that's just a little peek into what we had going on the Vista. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them. But if not, come back next week and we will talk some more about it. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us on Lido Loca Live. We love to do this show every Tuesday night, and so make sure you put it on your calendar. Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. If we're not on a cruise, we will be here sharing some time with you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We love all you guys. I tell you what, completely humbling to have cruised with everybody last week and all the people that have... we met so many people that were super positive and super... It was just a cool experience. So, and again, we love hanging out with you guys on the weekly. So thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you had a good time. Again, my name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. And until the next time.
We'll see you on the Lido.
We'll see you on the Lido.
Bye. Oh, wait, you know what?
What?
Gotta say one more thing.
Okay.
Someone is asking about Retro Sarge and Heidi coming on a cruise.
You gotta put the pressure on them. You heard that, bro. I know you're still out there. The people have spoken. Let's get on a cruise.
And I'm going to put my email out here again. Cruise ship centers.com.
Good night, fam. We love you guys. We'll see
love you guys.
see you next week. We'll see you on the Lido.
Mwah!
Bye.